If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, seek me, and turn from their wicked ways. Now, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, then I will hear from heaven, forgive their sins and heal their land. Then I will hear from heaven and heal their land. I once knew this guy who'd be like, "Ooh, baby, I love you." But then he would go against my will. And although he did things that were kind and courteous, my answer was no still. So you could imagine, we got in lots of arguments because he couldn't understand that my yes means yes and my no means no, and that is what I meant. Kind of like how we treat God. Outwardly, we profess loyalty, but inwardly, we act so selfishly. God says, if you love me, then do what I say. But we say, we will love you, but let us love you our way. Then it begins, the other kind of sin. So the story goes. David's coming back with the Ark of the Covenant. The glory is returning, so the people are loving it. And I don't know how it happened, but the ark tipped over. And Uzzah, with his kindness, tried to save the ark with his shoulders, but when his hand touched the ark, his life was over. Some have concluded that God was harsh and not sympathetical, but read between the lines because surface reading only tends to ruin you. Here we have a man that was given explicit instruction that only the priest was allowed to touch them. They were carrying the ark as a symbol of worshiping the one true God, King of Kings, Elohim. But once the ark touched his hand, his worship was defiled instantly because we cannot give God what we want and expect him to be pleased. In love, Jesus counsels us to do like him because he does what the Father does and is known by him. So again, he says, if you love me, then do what I ask. And don't divert from the task. Don't presumptuously assume that it was an error I asked. For God is God, and he sows only what he knows can be reaped. And the deepness of our roots depends on how obedient we will be. Faith in God will strengthen our roots. Obedience to his word will produce much fruits. Because we are either a mustard seed or a barren fig tree. So let us put self to the side and run to the Most High. Humbly bow down, and he won't judge you if you cry. And again, when God says, if you love me, then do what I say. Prayerfully reply, Lord, help me to love you in the right way today. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, seek me, and turn from their wicked ways. Now, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, then I will hear from heaven, forgive their sins and heal their land. Then I will hear